Oh, they don't know, oh, they don't know. I bet we walking, yeah. Humanly, find me, thinking with Spanish shoes. Don't look too hot, what's up to the chicken color, rap the blues, yeah. I'm a famous man with some money, won't pump you up. So many pretty girls around me, they ain't walking up the rock, yeah. White man with your feet in all the chicken, yeah. Player, put your to the moon. What you trying to do? Look out! Second verse for the hot blood. Gangsta, bad bitch, cause the ugly sprint. Cannot breathe. I gotta show, gotta keep hitting. First, think your shit, do your dip, spend your money like an intro too. Woo! But it's been so gizzard. I stand ready to earn. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket up. So many trees around me, they walking up the rick up. White man, put your face in my ankle, stick up. Yeah, put your rhythm to the moon. What you trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Have the thoughts of player. Here we go. Let me hear you say, ooh. Everywhere I go, to be like, oh, so player. Ooh. Everywhere I go, they be like, oh, so player. Everywhere I walk, I will like, oh, so player. Hey, two. This is what I score, we should fight for the wild goal. This one for good girl, the good girl. This masterpiece, silent, wild, living it up in the city. But it jumps on, string the ring. Gonna kiss myself so pretty, yeah. Too hot, hot damn. The police are find too hot, hot damn. Make the drag on one time, too hot, hot damn. Say my name, I say who I am, too hot, hot damn. I'm a bad guy, I got a money, yo. Go to his hallelujah, go to his hallelujah, go to his hallelujah. Stop on phone, don't give it up. Wait a minute， 来高雄的朋友，把你们的双手借我一下吗？有空的话给我一下。Come on, let me tell you that uptown funk you up, uptown funk you up, hey, uptown funk you up, uptown funk you up. Let me tell you what uptown funk you up, uptown funk you up. One more time, uptown funk you up, uptown funk you up. Say, let's jump on it. If it's sexy, then own it. You freaky, then own it. Don't brag about, come show me. Come on, dance, come on it. If it's sexy, then own it. When it's Saturday night, it is what. Don't believe just what. Hey, uptown funk you up, uptown funk you up. Come on, uptown funk you up, uptown funk you up. 来，高雄 Stealer， 把你的右手借我一下，拿出来。
各位现场的收听朋友，大家晚上好！欢迎大家再次回到凤山体育馆来欣赏今天的赛事。来 那今天呢，在主场呢来出战，我们迎接我们新北国王篮球队。我们希望呢，大家可以继续为我们高雄17直播钢铁人加油，还有我们高雄17直播做强而有力的后盾。而我们今天呢，也是我们的 Make Us Wish。Make Us Wish 圣诞主题周，我们邀请现场亲爱的雄亲们，一起在这个温暖的冬季，成为一个更温暖的人。而钢铁人的祝福呢，也会献给每一位雄亲，也希望雄亲将你们支持与最暖心的鼓励献给我们。Wish to the best Steeler， 一起成为更强的钢铁人吧。那这边呢，要有请现场雄亲一起为高雄钢铁人加油 ！Let's go Steeler！好，那我们今天开场表演呢，也特别邀请到我们高雄市立儿童合唱团。我们这些孩子们呢，他们歌声纯净甜美，无论是演唱民谣主曲或是宗教歌曲，都悦耳动听。而小团员们呢，更以歌声来传递爱心，用旋律呢传递台湾之美为无上的荣耀。而今天我们小团员呢，也为我们今年的 Make Us Wish Steelers 准备了好演唱圣诞歌曲，要一起准备温暖雄亲的心了。那我们去热烈掌声欢迎高雄市立儿童合唱团。 非常感谢我们高雄市立儿童合唱团这群天真可爱的孩子们带来非常动听的歌曲，再次的掌声，谢谢他们。好的，接下来要借用我们所有雄青以及和美的掌声，来欢迎我们最活泼、最热情的钢铁女神雅典娜。
I ain't tryna. Yeah, ain't tryna be cool like you. Wobbling around in your high heel shoes, I'm clumsy. Made friends with the floor. 2 for 1, you know a bitch by 4. And 2 left feet, you know I always drop. First thing a girl did was a bop. And the whole damn cake and the cherry on top. Shook up the bottom, made a good girl pop. You ain't even here to party. Ken in the club tryna pipe a Barbie. I don't wanna go with the flow back then until I touch my toes. I don't wanna roll the boat. Wrist full of rocks and I hope I flow. Big up yourself cause you know they don't. I chew cause they hope I show. I'm a bitch, I'm a boss. I'm a bitch and a boss, I'ma shine like glass. I'm a bitch, I'm a boss. I'm a bitch and a boss, I'ma shine like glass. I'm a bitch, I'm a boss. I'm a bitch and a boss, I'ma shine like glass. I'm a bitch, I'm a boss. I'm a bitch and a boss, I'ma shine like glass.
Báilame como si fuera la última vez y enséñame ese pasito que no sé, un besito bien suavecito, bebé. Taqui taqui, taqui taqui rumba. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. High music, high flows.
You say you wanna touch it and tease it and squeeze it. When my piggyback is hungry, my nigga, you need to feed it. If the text ain't freaky, I don't wanna read it. And just to let you know, this Punani is undefeated. Ay, he said he really wanna see me more. I said we should have a date where at the Lamborghini store. I'm kinda scary, hard to beat, I'm like a Ouija board. But I'm a boss bitch, who you gonna leave me for? Got no class, you bitches is broke still. I be talking cash shit while I'm popping my gold grill. I'm a whole rich bitch and I work like I'm broke still. But the love be so fake, but the hate be so real.
Báilame como si fuera la última vez y enséñame ese pasito que no sé, un besito bien suavecito, bebé. Taqui taqui, taqui taqui rumba. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. High music, high flows.
再次热烈掌声，谢谢我们钢铁女神雅典娜带来非常精彩的开场演出，为今天赛事揭开序幕。2022-23高雄一期直播钢铁人主场赛事即将迎战前来访的新北国王篮球队。首先为大家介绍身穿浅色球衣的新北国王篮球队：3号陈俊南，7号林立人，10号简佑哲，13号杨新志，17号苏世轩，19号林金榜，25号列欧马，50号戴维斯。接下来是新北国王先发5人：1号林书伟，5号穆伦斯，6号杨敬明，9号李凯燕，11号奥蒂 Austin。总经理毛江恩，总教练莱恩，助理教练 Mark， 球员发展顾问许浩成，数据影像分析师林振宇，首席体能教练张崇熙。We are one South. We are so strong. We are Steelers.
「
且投向右击。我们的双亲，你们是我们不断前进的动力。感谢所有双亲。现在，让我们热烈的掌声欢迎我们的主场球队出场，高雄钢铁人，高雄子弟人。首先欢迎我们背号60号最可爱的吉祥物艾恩。接着要进场是我们钢铁战士们，烟雾弥漫，我们一起灌上南大拉杆 ，A.K.A. 钢铁蛋堡1号林柏豪。黑色闪电嘻哈小跑车冲击新人王，后车部投进2号张杰伟。野兽派防守钢铁寿司郎一起被苏西耶寿司师傅7号张国伟。打球主持样样行，最斜杠的少年陆毅8号王玉祥。有神，威力不减，钢铁坦克再次进化。10号王柏正，颜值担当，还说射手射进你的心。钢铁队长13号吕正荣。王帅高比特打球最有仪式感，14号邱国章。收钢铁必出品，捍卫钢铁禁区，最强悍的钢铁巨塔，20号孙思尧。接下来是高雄一期直播钢铁人先发5人 Starting Five。美国航母富冈高雄的指挥机哦，背号0号Lamborghini Jimmy TFP。大家可以看到，我们今天的先锋5人，跟着是我们屏东特教的小朋友一起进场。我们也用最热情掌声欢迎屏东特教的孩子们。接下来是我们拼命三郎 ，You Still Player 钢铁战斧23号蓝少峰。最反差的得分杀手，19号 Number 19 Aaron Harrison 艾伦。用最强壮的钢铁臂弯撑起整个球队，高手的阿特拉斯6号周一翔。稳定输出小钢炮，4号陈佑文。 也到我们的中场来围圈，来跟我们一起球员喊声。还有我们总经理高景言、球团营运长黄宏凯、总教练莫瑞、篮球收益长郑志龙、助理教练洪启超、林婉如、首席体能训练师 P.LEAGUE、体能训练师陈胜权、影像分析师陈嘉轩、同员黄玉俊、包志金、翻译黄大玉。我们请现场手机跟球迷一起跟着我们的球员喊声，为今天的赛事呢，一起为他们加油打气。来，请我们屏东特校的孩子们呢，一起到中间围圈。来，我们将手举高。好，我们请大家等会我们球员喊 1, 2, 3的时候，请大家喊4, OK， 现场球击球迷，大家准备好，今天由结尾我们8号施令。
1, 2, 3, finish！
好，那我们的球员呢，手上有我们本期的视觉海报要送给大家。想要海报的雄气球朋友，我们跟我们的球员，让他们听我们热情的欢呼声以及尖叫声，也再次掌声，谢谢屏东特教的孩子们呢，来到现场跟着我们高雄一期直播钢铁人加油打气。好，现场的雄心呢，你们的折扇都有拿到了吗？接下来呢，我们邀请我们的钢铁女神雅典娜来到我们中间，一起做我们今天的应援教学。掌声我们钢铁女神雅典娜。好，那我们现场的雄心呢，目前的场灯呢正在慢慢的亮起来，请大家行走的时候呢，还是要注意自己脚边的安全。那这边呢，我们是否可以先听听看我们雄心你们手上的折扇的声音，好不好？来，给我一个最热情的掌声。好，非常的好。那接下来呢，我们要跟着我们的钢铁女神雅典娜来做我们的应援教学。那么应援呢有进攻跟防守的口号。然后首先呢，进攻呢有我们的 Let's Go 高雄 ，Let's Go 棒棒，这个拍2下就可以了。那相信大家也都很熟悉了。我们直接来听音乐，来跟着音乐来打节奏喽。来，老师音乐，谢谢。Let's Go 高雄 ，Let's Go。Let's Go。大声一点 ，Let's go！ 来，顺着折扇用力拍打 ，Let's go！ 最后一次，高雄 ，Let's go！ 非常的好，给自己掌声鼓励一下，谢谢。那接下来呢，是我们高雄钢铁人，棒棒棒棒棒，总共拍5下，一样跟着节奏音乐来打你的折扇哦。好，现场雄心将折扇举高，让我看到好吗？今天呢，需要大家的热情来为我们的钢铁人加油打气，谢谢，非常好。来，老师音乐，谢谢。高雄钢铁人，高雄钢铁人，高雄钢铁人。OK， 给自己掌声鼓励。好，这是我们的进攻的应援口号。那接下来呢是我们的防守的口号。那防守呢一样有分中文、英文跟台语。那我们先从正常的防守拍拍开始，音乐直接下，相信大家都很熟悉的。老师，防守拍拍。防守，防守，防守。防守，好，非常的好。那接下来呢是英文版本的 defense， 一样也来防守拍拍哦。老师，那等会呢，请你帮我们把音乐有慢的跟快，你直接加，我看看我们的雄心们呢默契够不够，好不好？来 defense， 请准备 defense， defense， 来拍大力一点 defense， 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 这是比较快的哦，拍打快一点。OK， 掌声鼓励。接下来呢是我们上一季我们高雄一期直播钢铁人特有的防守口号，叫做红袖胖胖对后条胖胖。好，一样听着音乐一起来拍哦。好，准备好了吗？老师，音乐起下。红袖对后条，红袖对后条，红袖对 这个对吼屌呢，就是跟着他。我们希望我们的钢铁人球员呢，可以一直跟着我们进攻球员，让他不要这么好得分，所以叫对吼屌。而今年呢，我们这季也多加一个新的口号，叫做奏会红秀。希望大家一起来跟着钢铁人加油。那也有2种模式，我们听着音乐一起来。首先第一种是奏会胖胖红秀胖胖 ，OK， 大家准备好了，来，老师音乐。
奏会红秀，奏会红秀，奏会红秀。
OK。接下来是接在一起要拍5下的奏会红秀，棒棒棒棒棒 ，OK， 一样很简单，那希望大家拿出精神来，来，老师音乐请下，谢谢。
奏会红秀，奏会红秀，奏会红秀，
再一次，
奏会红秀，
非常好，给自己掌声鼓励。接下来是最后一个，我们有一个带动的动作，一个加油的动作，有跟着音乐一起来做我们带动的口号跟动作。OK， 好，那这部分呢，要请我们的女神们呢来为大家做示范哦。好，这首叫做音乐，我们先放一次，好不好？我们先放一次，跟着女神来做一次。好，请将我们的折扇先举高。双手举高，需要大家双手一起来摆动着手部的动作哦，跟着我们的雅典娜一起来做这个1元动作口号的动作哦。来，老师音乐，拍手，再一次，好，比个歌好，再举一次，歌好。好 ，We'll rock you！ 我们希望我们一起在场上一起用力来为球员加油打气。这动作非常的简单，那相信呢很多球迷朋友呢，今天也是第一次进场。上次主场赛事没有进场没有关系，我们今天呢也希望大家把这个动作做熟悉，这是我们以后主场都会做的动作教学。不管在追分的阶段，还是需要大家加油打气的时候，听到这个音乐，希望大家跟着我们的女神雅典娜，可以一起做着手部动作来为我们钢铁的球员加油打气喽。让我们再做一次。OK， 好，我们再做一次哦。好，来，老师再做一次音乐 ，We'll rock you。拍手，2只手，举左手，右手，歌喉，是左手，右手，掌声鼓励。好，以上呢就是我们本场赛事会用到的1元口号。其他还有很多的口号呢，希望大家拿起折扇，跟着我们的节奏一起来打拍子。今天的主场呢，是否可以手下胜利，就要看我们所有雄鸡球迷们热情的声音了。
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, seniors and youth. Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to Make a Steelers Wish. We've returned to Kaohsiung Fongshan Stadium for some Plus League Tuesday night basketball. The last 2 games of this weeknight series have ended in one-possession thrillers, so let's see what we have in store. The contest is between the new Taipei Kings against the Kaohsiung 17 Live Steelers. The teams have not had a change in their standings since they last faced each other 16 days ago, but both teams are coming off of losses they'd rather forget. The Kings have company at top of the standings with the Pilots, who have the same 6-win, 3-loss record. Now they do have the 2-1 advantage, the Kings do, but they're followed by the Braves, the Lioneers, Dreamers, with the Steelers at the bottom of the table. On your screen is the Mandarin broadcast duo, Xiaohu, Hu Junxi, and Mark Tianhou Kui. Today providing the Mandarin commentary, of course. I'm Ryan Chen on this solo broadcast. 谢谢球迷朋友们收看了 Plus League 的英文转播，记得要按个赞。要听小胡跟奎哥的讲评，当然按到官方的中文转播连结。 The first and so far only win for the Steelers after starting the season 0-6 came against the Kings. And they lost 5 of those 6 games within single digits, so they were feeling close and had their opportunities. Well, up against the #1 Kings at the time, it was only their second loss of the season, and by 20 points, the final in that one, 115-95. Terrence Jones and Femi Olujobi scored a combined 60 points, and in the fourth quarter, they expanded on a 6-point lead with a 10-0 run to eventually take it in the end, but the Steelers still trying to find their form and some winning ways and some chemistry under the new head coach, Gene Murray, who took over only starting with the second game of the season. But on the Kings side, we spoke to Quincy Davis pregame. In his third year at the Plus League, of course, many years and many miles on the body. And in fact, coming out of retirement 2 seasons ago.
You know, it's definitely, you know, much different from me playing here in Taiwan the last 12 years. Definitely getting older, definitely getting a little bit slower, but it's all about, like you mentioned, the mentality, just trying to stay focused, and, you know, once the mind is weak or tired, then the body will follow. So mentally, I just try to stay strong, just stay motivated, you know, by keeping my body healthy and, you know, keeping my teammates prepared for each game. It's definitely not easy. Pushing 40 now, so I just like to stay active as much as possible and just keep my mind sharp, so I can, you know, hopefully my body will follow. So right now, no serious injuries as far as any pain and things like that, but staying fresh is the main key that I'm trying to do, and so far I've been okay. Definitely every loss is going to be a tough loss. The Steelers is not a bad team. Everybody's new. I don't think any of these players actually played together. But, you know, it basically comes down to how well the Kings play together. Playing on the road is also a difficult situation. I feel like if we can just continue to work together, continue to play as a team, then we can be successful on the road. We have another opportunity to play here tonight and redeem ourselves and you know, hold on to the #1 spot. So, but it all just comes down to us playing together as a team, staying focused, and, you know, realizing that it's still a long season. So these are just small opportunities that we need to come together to win our overall goal, and that's winning home court advantage, being at home.
The biggest injury Quincy Davis sustained in the Plus League competition was really his hips connected to his lower back. That kept him out for the last third of the first season when he was with the Pilots. But he was able to make the return in the playoffs, where they pushed to 5 games against the eventual winners of that series in the Dreamers. But with the Kings, Quincy Davis last season averaged 21 minutes played, or 23 minutes played, and looking at his per 36, almost 20 points per game at 19.6, 13.5 rebounds, 2.5 blocks per 36. But this season, those efficiency numbers have gone down, and part of it you can probably understand that Quincy Davis might be saving himself for the long season in the playoffs. Only 12 points per 36, 13 rebounds, only 0.8 blocks. On the other side, we interviewed another center in Tank Wang Bozi. Who's kind of taking up some of the secondary rotational minutes between him and Jamarcus and Lansoff, while averaging under 20 minutes, but getting consistent playing time, just in small dosages. But we'll hear his comments before the game.
因为我们现在就是对每一场的阵容不太一样嘛，那我们跟教练团也还在磨合，就是那个阵容就是调整，所以其实不管是 先发或是替补，我们就是做好那一场的 scout 嘛，我们就是随时准备好自己上去该做什么事情，那我们就把它做到最好这样子。因为我们是开季前才更换总教练嘛，然后我们洋将其实轮替也有一些多的状况。那因为学长像大学长他们都是正如哥或翔哥，他们都是有伤在身嘛，所以我们其实也在跟教练团就是需要更多的沟通磨合，然后就是让本土跟洋将也可以在场上更流畅一点，对啊。
Tank sharing that while the team is still figuring out their minutes and rotations, everybody needs to take their preparation and the scouting seriously. And secondarily asked about what things have made it a tough start for the season. He shared that, of course, the coaching changes was an adjustment to make. And of course, they have a number of imports coming in and out of their team practices, of their team operations. And the last point is the number of injuries some of the more senior players have had also kind of get in their way of practice and putting their games together. Well, they did make one adjustment to the starting rotation. We'll bring that to you shortly as we see the officiating staff for tonight, led by crew chief Tony there in the middle. He was the recipient of the Golden Whistle for being the best official as voted on by the teams and the league officiating staff. There's the starting five for the Kings. It's going to be Joseph Flynn, Byron Mullins, Amigo Kaohsiung, Lee Kai-yin, and Austin Day. And on the Steelers, as they flash it really quickly, Olu Joby, Jerry Tanyowei, Sean Joey Xiang, Aaron Harrison, and making a second start of the season is number 23, Lan Shaofu. In the last start, he got to play 15 minutes. He's played more off the bench in the second year. Kind of a new and up-and-coming leader with the Steelers, and in a sense, for the Plus League overall. He's a very vocal guy. He works really hard. Now we just need to see it on the floor. He has been shooting the ball much better from outside. Harrison will be playing in his third game as a member of the Steelers, having sat a little bit more with Terrence Jones taking up most of the playing time while he was in the midst of the middle of the Steelers homestand especially. Well, taking the floor is a grandmother or ama here in the Funshan area who comes to all the Steelers games and in support while they were in the midst of their kind of losing streak. Oh, a little bit early with the toss. We need to get her some ball players around. Don't worry, I think they'll let her do it again. The Steelers, I think the main thing they need to focus on is their work on the defensive end, as you see the banner at the corner in front of the Steelers. They do allow the most points per game as a team in the Plus League at 103.8. No other team allows more than 100 points. One important thing is they give up the most points against the imports of the opponents, 49.6 on a field goal percentage of 54.8. Might be an extra minute to let Ama leave the premises and get to the sidelines. Looks like it's going to be Byron Mullins and Olu Joby jumping center. Now we're ready to go. The Kings will start with the basketball. They're wearing their white set, and the Steelers in their reds, trying to keep up with the festive mood. They've changed some of their key visuals. An errant pass goes out of bounds. I think it's going to be on Day, but Byron Mullins gesturing that he did not get in the right position. So it's the Steelers' turn. They get the switch. Jerry in the middle of the zone as we have a collision down low. Sean forces one up off the mark. The top scorer for the Steelers would be Jerry, but only at 9 points per game. The local department, Byron Mullins is leading the Kings in points as he passes it out, so it's Day from the corner, no good. Joseph Lynn applying the pressure. Olujobi drains the three, but got his ankle turned by that Byron Mullins with the bad closeout. Well, excuse me, our producers have their eye lenses trained on Day. As we see the little bit of an ankle turn, indeed in the plus league, if the referees deem that a maitile, that is an unsportsmanlike foul. Mullins now getting an explanation from Coach Marchand and translator James Lynn there on the King side of things. So the three made and a couple free throws and possession. Joby is still struggling to find his footing, really. So excuse me, it'll be the one bonus free throw. This was a rule that was instated in the second year of the Plus League. Free throws, not a problem for Olujobi. Let's see how he continues on with the rest of the game. Typically with ankle turns, he might get better, or depending on the severity, he might get worse. Olujobi right back again, overshoots it this time. Kyle pushes it to Day, and the Kings have a little bit of fast break going. Mullins going middle, missing the layup, and Day's right there for the tap in. Sean now working, leans in for the three, but it's in and out. Now Mullins will try to counter. It's a 4-2 start for the Steelers as Harrison fouled first, the referee says. And it looks like Olujobi will maybe get some treatment on the Steelers sideline as Tank will take his place. Him walking around might be a little deceptive, as the swelling or this discomfort could get worse. But with the right treatment, he might be still eligible to go. Jerry, the Tank, Sean left open, but taking it in and draining the two. Good start for the Steelers. Let's see what the Kings have for an answer. Joseph Lin, he's got the three. A crucial player for the Kings. Coming into the game, he was a team high plus 68. The next highest is Mullins at only plus 30. I'll explain in detail later as Lansdorf will have that one tapped. It's a block shot, and now Joseph Lin had that one poked away. Harrison with the hustle there. Inbounding from in front of the Kings bench. Kyle, much better three-point shooter this year, takes it in. But with a miss, it's Jerry out to the races. Dang, trying to catch the Kings sleeping. It's Lansdorf flying in for the putback. They're going to go back to Mullins on the right block, his preferred side. Out today, his three, no. The Steelers do give up the most points in the paint as a defense. As Harrison adds on to the lead. His tray is in, and now it's an 11-5 lead. Hope you guys enjoyed the score bug cosmetic change there in the middle with the PLG surrounded by blue and some trees. Joseph Lin gets the three in. Another foul by the Kings. Looks like it's going to be Kyle trying to maneuver around some screens. Backcourt made of Joseph Lin as we get another look at the three by Harrison. He and Olojobi wearing the Vipers. Left alone, Jerry pops it up and in. Quickly down the other way, it's Kyle with the counter. I always say the road team, it's a little bit harder, so easy points on the attack back, as Coach Julius likes to call it, helpful. Little horn set now for the Steelers. Salfu and Harrison on the side. Salfu, jump shot, bounces in. A little three clap for himself as the Steelers keeping pace with their visitors. They're manned up. Joseph Lin and Mullins on the screen and roll. Finding Day in the corner. He can't find the mark. Long rebound, though, to the Kings. Mullins driving by one, getting the basket and the foul. Going by Tank and leaving Salfo in a tough spot trying to help. That's our first break in the action and our first time out of the game. Thank you for tuning into this Plus League broadcast. We're underway here in Kaohsiung.
跟大家挥挥手，欢迎阿嬷来到现场为我们一起直播钢铁的球员们加油打气，呼呼 King！ 好，要抱一下哦。哎，谢谢。好，哎，你旁边没有人能抱自己的依云？哎呀，只要可以很可爱。好，这小朋友去哪里？哦，就是你们了，来跟旁边的朋友拥抱一下。就是你们两个没有错，稍微拥抱一下吧，好不好？这个冷冷的天呢，需要暖暖的身体的拥抱。丽丽，哎呀，刚刚谁坐在丽丽附近的要注意了哦。好，这位球迷朋友来拥抱一下，谢谢你们，非常相亲相爱。嘿 ，Girl， yes good， 非常的好，非常的棒。
Happy Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa, and every other holiday this time of year. Thank you for tuning into our broadcast. The fan in attendance sharing some love all around the building. Tonight it's the Steelers who get to host a regular season game. On Friday, it's the Braves who then host the Kings. And then on the weekend, it will be the Dreamers and the Pilots for the weekend homestand. Byron Mullins having a word with the number 15 official then to Kaohsiung on the other team. A long rebound this time, Jerry tracks it down. Harrison out to Salful, who leaves it short. Impressive floor routine by Joseph Lin. I don't know if he intended to do that. He's good enough to go. Down to Day. He's got the size advantage on Harrison. Kings bring in Ling Jingbang, who is not proven to be much of an offensive threat, and that's kind of his reputation as a defensive player. Harrison from center field. Perfect. Little double screen. Joseph Lynch hops free, overshoots it. And another long rebound. Day will try again. Too careless by Sean. It's a turnover. Amigo pushes it. No good. More rebounding woes for the Steelers, who, in the middle of the start to the season, Day hitting from 2. The Steelers were one of the best defensive rebounding teams, despite being very much undersized in the front court. Harrison will try again, and another one. Starting the game off hot. Harrison's got 9 points. Hopefully it's Mullins trying to power through Lan Shaofu, and they call a foul. They call it a blocking foul as Lan Shaofu trying to plead his innocence with his hand. They're on the bench, registered for the first time, Sun Siyao. See if he makes it onto the floor. He has been on the Steelers bench for a few of the home games on their last homestand. Byron Mullins hits the first free throw. Has not been a strong suit of his. He's been very good for the Kings in a lot of other departments. He's 11 for 18 coming into the game, which is only about 61%. But that 2 for 2 trip will help. Now horn set by the Steelers. John on the down screen, Harrison on the down screen, but pushed back by Ling Jingbang, but they call a foul. So Amigo will come down for Xiaoming Chen Junnan. Or on my list, Steve. Deep shot, but a miss. Lassoff right there for the board, trying to hang on to it. Harrison to the basket, able to get the finish. This hot quarter continues, but quickly the other way. Big Sushi gets the lay-in on the left side. Aims one up from 3. The shot splashes down. right now, the Kings have no answers on the defensive end against the Steelers. Skip pass, Ling Chifang, no good. Trying to get a run going, but Zoe Xiang pulls up early and just hits the bottom of the net. So much for that momentum. He'll see his way to the bench for number 1, Ling Bohao. (27-18), 6 of 10 3-point shooting for the Steelers. Takes the dribble in and shoots. There was a foul. Harrison putting his hand up. I think he recognizes he'll have to take a lot of the usage in the offensive load, but can't also be making mistakes like that. Not much of a push, but clearly not going for the basketball. Missed first. Double up, Little Lou. He dishes out of it. Tank already making one and another. It's 30 points for the Steelers in the opening quarter. More Joseph Lin and Mullins pick and roll. They swing it around. James's three is on the way. Miss, and Ling Chifang showing off the athleticism. But there was a foul on the rebound. Tank is the one on the ground. The referee is not reporting to the table until now, and eventually it's Byron Mullins with the loose ball foul. Let's see what's going on. There we see the swim move and the hold. Yeah, Byron Mullins probably lucky. He's not going to get called for a U after that one. Well, as it is a loose ball foul, Tank will go to the line. Tank already 6 points on those 2 3-pointers, but needs to settle in for them free throws. And the second one does make the adjustment. In the game, the Steelers beat the Kings. They led the first quarter 31-27. Nice pass. Steve to James. Or Big Sushi. He goes by Ling Sixuan, whereas Little Sushi is Su Sixuan. A foul by Davis on Ling Bohao, who's getting some rare first quarter minutes. There we see the blow by, and Lansofu committing the help. Nobody there on the backside, though. Bohao makes the first free throw. Averaging 2.2 points per game. In very limited action, gets the roll here. Quincy Davis at the high post. Couldn't get Tank the first time, then follows his own miss. They'll bring it to within 10. Leave Tanko a little bit of space. He's choosing to pass. It's Little Lou with a quick shot. And hitting the inside of the basket support is going to be Steelers' ball. Haven't had that much of a chance to introduce Su Zixuan. 197-centimeter forward out of Kaohsiung, in fact. Ball hog to the middle, easy stuff by Q. So 2 seconds left, it's Harrison's deep three. This time it's the Steelers who are kind of abusing the Kings on the boards. Over to Salful, he's open from the corner, no. And another offensive board. This time it's Ling Bohao from outside, another bounce, but this time Ling Jingbang will start the fast break for the Kings. They leave Q open, he tries from three and hits it. Quincy Davis has not been as accurate from three this season. In fact, last year was a very strong 42.5%. This year, starting the season, 2 for 16. Lansoff will slip and scores. Again, the double screen for Kyle, passing out of it. He maneuvers around Solf when his long limbs gets him all the way to the hoop. Got a 9-second shot clock, game clock difference. Ling Jingbang guarding Harrison. He got Q initially, trying to get him again, then throws it into a turnover. Steve spinning once, speeding twice, and they're gonna call a travel on him. Right now, a defensive sub. Captain Liu is coming in for the first time in the game. And Day in for the Kings. Tank's gonna bring it up. Over to Captain Liu, face guarded by Day. He pushes it up. Not a very inspiring possession, but the Steelers do have the 7-point lead after the first quarter. Plus, Lake Tuesday Night Basketball is on once again. We'll be going to a break. Back with the second quarter after this.
Come on, baby, baby, come on. Come on, be my baby, come on. Come on, be my baby, come on. Come on, be my baby, come on. I'm in love with the shape of you. With a pool of connect and do. Although my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. Last night when you came in my room, and my bed she smelled like you. Every day discovering something brand new. Love with your body. Come on, be my baby, come on. 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 Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with the shape of you. 大家掌声加尖叫声。
The like button is right there. Fill it in with a click. Could you please? Captain Liu, after coming in for just a possession there to end the quarter will start things off, and Austin Day is going to be guarding him tightly. He's got the switch, so Jerry's looking for something else. Screen by Tank. He's going to drive left. Hall in the wrong spot there. Running low on time. He forces one up. Marcus is in there. He switches on to Kyle. Kyle down the middle will blow the close layup. They foul underneath. Get another look at that. Hall. See if he took off before Q. Well, I think in Q's defense, he wasn't making much of a move there as a defender. It's like Quincy Davis is rubbing an owie on the top side of his head. Hall, he's from Elan. 25-year-old free agent signing of the Steelers. But quickly down the floor, JJ will miss. Ling Jingbang to Quincy Davis. Nice tap in. Nice tap assist, as if you get a better look, Quincy Davis has a pretty pronounced little bump. Tank blows by one, but Day's there to affect the shot. Cross-court pass. Kyle's three's on the way. This time is Ling Jingbang getting the pick to Quincy, waiting for the defense once, and now an offensive foul by who? We'll see. For sure frustrating for the Kings. That's going to be on Quincy Davis. Might want to put some ice on that bump. Kings opting to sub in number 7, Ling Liren. DeMarcus driving the middle, runs into a wall. Easy block shot there by Q. Numbers for the Kings, but the Steelers do a better job getting back. It's a loose ball foul first. So as expected, the play is getting more physical. To Dave's frustration, he came on a made basket. A little high-low, Day looking for Mullins. Spins to the baseline, but misses the close one. Tank getting a step, but Mullins there for the challenge. Tank is very drive happy today. To Mullins, who gets the one-handed hammer out of nowhere. Six points on the game. They close it to within 5 points. Tank floats around and misses the finger roll. That one a much better opportunity than others. Too many Kings on the side. It's Captain Liu who slaps down for the foul. Much better start to the second quarter for the Kings. Outside of the restricted area, Byron Mullins maybe laying out a little bit of frustration. He's one of only 4 import players with perfect attendance right to this point. Others includes Chris Johnson of the Braves, Brendan Gilbeck with the Dreamers, and Sonny Sakakini with the Pilots. Just like the Kings are trying to shake off a loss they'd rather forget. Byron Mullins against the Pilots in the last outing. A plus league career low 5 points and minus 27. Harrison left plenty of room, tries from 3, halfway down and out. Steelers have Lansofu checking Mullins. Okay, not known as for his post-up game. Picks up the dribble, finds Mullins, and they're gonna call 3 seconds on him. A little tip that we've got from referees: if you shoot right away, not likely to call the 3 seconds. But if you try to pass or make a move, that's where those 3 seconds count up. Checking in the game with the face mask, the bat nose guard is Chen. And immediately his first outing into the game, illegal screen. Having your offense kind of frozen, the Steelers and Coach Murray call a timeout. We'll go to a break with these messages for you.
Yeah.
再次掌声，谢谢全联盟。
The new Taipei Kings started the season 4-0, but then started alternating losses and wins in the last 5 games. They're trying to bounce back from their lowest scoring performance in team history and the lowest scoring game of the season against the Pilots on Saturday, 74 points. They call her Ling Mama. This is Lynn in attendance to see Joseph and the Kings play. She watched them play against the Pilots. I guess Joseph might have a word if they can't even up their record. A foul on the rebound as the Braves, or excuse me, the Steelers having all kinds of trouble trying to check Mullins, who's kind of rubbing his left pec or his ribs. Might have taken a few shots while he's in there. And a classic before the inbounds kind of muscling match. Kings inbound at Kyle to JJ, his good bud, and he swishes it. So they pull the game within 1 as the Steelers offense or the Kings defense has worked for the white team's favor. And Sun Xiao again dangerously spinning on that handoff. Try to screen again for Harrison. He gets a little bit of space and somehow gets the bang. The Steelers defense reshapes. JJ on the switch. Past the day, but they cover it up. Kelly to the rim, poked out of bounds, and off of his thigh, they say. Right idea, but tough for Xiaoli to execute there. So far this third quarter, 8-4 Kings, as there's an easy block on Lan Shaofu. Backdoor to JJ. Harrison had his hands in the cookie jar and will be called. Is that his third foul of the game? Trying to gesture away the substitution. And it looks like instead they'll be bringing Tank in for Sun Siyao. Now Sun Siyao is 200 centimeters tall and got much longer limbs than the likes of Lan Shaofu and Tang, but clearly not all that into the Steelers system yet. JJ at the line, rolls in the first. JJ's one of the leading scorers off the Kings bench, averaging on the screen 7 points per game, but his shooting splits home and on the road vastly different. He's a 50% shooter in Xinzhuang Gymnasium, only 38% on the road. In fact, the Kings bench only scores 16.8 points off the bench when they're away, as Harrison this time finds a lot more space. He's now up to 15 points. Fakes one up, then puts up a shot. High bounce and out. Down to Shaofu. Kyle providing the resistance. Lead official needs a little bit of help. Byron Mullins wants the challenge, but the Kings telling Marchand to hang on to it. Their defense has been playing at a much better level. Tank right through the middle. This is the close one. Xiaoli does some acrobatics on the basket. They're going to call out of bounds. To be fair, Tank is much stronger than Xiaoli. So in a 50-50 contact, you can kind of understand why it would go the Steelers' way. Lan Shaofu changes the screen, leaving Tank open in the corner. The shot is up and out, and the foul by JJ. Lan Shaofu there with more dirty work underneath. He's been so important to the Steelers while the Kings are making their run. Lan Shaofu is doing the work on the defensive end, battling against the opponent's imports. And on this end, he snuck in for 3 offensive rebounds, though the missed free throw kind of killing the broadcaster's momentum. In and out with that one. Kings sticking with their rotation. Xiaoli, Kyle, JJ, Day, and Byron Mullins. Sean gets a hand on it. Xiaoli, look what I found. And the ball finds its way to the bottom of the cup. Back to a 1-point deficit for the Kings. It's happened all this third season, Zoe Xiang kind of slipping with the ball. Tank did notice Yowei was open. Right now, it's pretty clear that the Kings have the Steelers sped up on that side of the floor. A lot of subs for the Kings coming up. Amigo, Steve, and Joseph Lin. 4 for 11 for the Kings shooting, 2 for 11 if you're the Steelers. Jerry walks into one. As the referees kind of let Amigo and Lansofu untangle. Deep passes, Day puts it in. Taking advantage of the aforementioned height advantage. Backdoor Jerry to the other side, gets the lay. Finally a clean bucket for the Steelers. Defection, but it's going to be Mullins on the post. Amigo cutting the foul and the bucket. It's going to be Amigo cuts all season long for all the other teams in the Plus League, and they always don't keep on their cues. Anytime Jerry getting around Joseph Lin for the score. But here, Zoe Xiang let Amigo get a step on him, and that was it. Stepping up to the line, last year's MVP in Amigo, who recorded his 1,000th career Plus League regular season point in the game against the Pilots, of course, at the free throw line. But no good with that shot there. Free throw is starting to become a little bit of an issue for both teams. Swensiao screens as Jerry gets all the way through. Beanball Hall tries from 3 on the corner. There's Swensiao with the first positive stat for his night. Tank off iron. Day skies high for the rebound. They want to go to Mullins again. Day pops 3, short with it. A little infighting between Harrison and Tank for the rebound. They'll go down on offense. Trying to get back on top. Harrison, Euro steps, puts it up, but bouncing out. He's so shifty. He just needs to get the finishing going as there's the ball out of bounds. Like Joseph Lin with a bad miss. Last year was a member of the Taichung Suns in another league here, as there's a close miss by the Steelers again. This is where Amigo could be dangerous when the defense is in a scramble. Down to Day, the turnaround Jay is good. Too much to handle. He's listed at 211 centimeters. About 6'11". He and Mullins, sometimes and most times Quincy Davis will present matchup problems. Quick pass by Tank. Too hot for Swensiao to handle. Nice backdoor as Xiaoming scores on Aming's pass. That opens up to a 5-point Kings lead. And now the Steelers call timeout. They've stuck with this rotation of guys, and they seem to get stuck even more so on the offensive end. They'll head to the sideline slowly as Coach Murray only giving instructions to Tank right now for addressing the rest of the team. Well, the Steelers, after beating the Kings on December 4th, have lost 2 straight games on the road. 34 points last weekend, or this past weekend, to the Braves, surpassed their previous high this season. Now, they're a much better home team than road team by scoring averages, net minus 4.3 per game, which is a lot closer to 0 than their minus 13.6 on the road. Providing you a little bit of broadcasters' eyes and ears, Quincy Davis has gone to the locker room. They might want to help him apply some more cooling agent to the bump on his head. As the Kings break from their huddle. This is their 3rd time playing at the 7 p.m. slot. And they are 2-0 in those games. Nice dime by Joseph Lin. And then Amigo threading the needle there. Definitely a hard pass to defend if you don't have good awareness. Looks like the same 5 for the Steelers. Harrison off the screen, puts it up. This time, Dingwall Hall with the board. Harrison leaves it behind and in. What a pretty layup there. Today on the left block, Byron Mullins, he'll try from 3. No good. Harrison bounces it out of Amigo's hand. Quickly down the floor, Jerry will line one up and another swirl out. Been a much tougher second quarter for the Steelers. They're 0 for 6 from deep. The Mullins in the middle, he'll try to turn around. He got it. Meanwhile, on the Kings side, they're only 1 for 8, but they've scored efficiently from 2, 7 for 11. 4 shot, and Xiaoming off to the races with another fast break layup. If that's all he needs to do in the game, this sure is a fun job, if you ask me personally. Under a minute to go. It's now a 7-point lead. Tank left open, he'll try again. This time it falls. Kind of saving the Steelers bacon in the second quarter. Mullins tries another tough shot and this time gets it again. And you can kind of sense from the Kings bench, the Steelers were a lot more physical with him on that try, but that's all you can do is try harder to get into the hands of Harrison. Try to spread it out wide. Tank screens. Somebody's open as Harrison steps back with his 3. No. And the clock expires. Pretty easy to defend if you're the Kings. And they've done a much better job turning around. They lead the game by 6 as we head to halftime here in Kaohsiung.
呢，今天是我们的微区16次。
Be sure to tap into the Plus League line account for easy access to the schedule, the store, and of course the links to the game. A useful tool when you're in or not inside the arena, as these nice folks are here in Fengshan Stadium down in Kaohsiung. It's Xiaohu, Hu Junqi, and Mark Tiongke on the Mandarin broadcast. I'm Ryan Chen on this solo English broadcast of Plus League basketball. PLG Tuesday night basketball, if you're looking for a hashtag. The Steelers start the game with the early lead, perhaps drawing a little inspiration from Shuilian Ama. But unfortunately, within the first few possessions of the game, Femi Olujobi going down with an ankle turn, the ankle injury on that made three. Looks like he'll be out for the rest of the game. And picking up the offensive responsibility is Aaron Harrison, who's been the most productive scorer in the entire game, but at the same time, he's suddenly making it kind of easy for the Kings' game plan on defense. If he's the only one putting in consistent scoring and consistent creation. Somebody else who's helped a little bit is Tank Wangwutsu, who's knocked down three-pointers, but has blown so many shots at the basket. That one maybe getting the block. And on the other side, Byron Mullins and Austin Day are very big matchup problems for the Steelers defensively. They're much taller, much length, longer limb, have the skills, and Amico getting some of his opportunities as always, but the reality is the Kings' three-point shooting has not all that been there, which is kind of the only thing that's keeping the Steelers within arm's reach. There we bring you the combined team statistics, where I also get to give props to our graphics department for putting up the new KV, as we call it. Three-point shooting, 8 for 25 are the Steelers, which has kept them in the game a little bit. But the Kings have done a much better job rebounding, except that one possession there in the middle where it seemed like the Kings got 3 or 4 offensive boards, but 12 assists. Well on their way to a high mark, as the Kings defense, or the Steelers defense, excuse me, causes the least turnovers, but also sees the most assists passed on them. They also don't want to get outrun by the Kings, as Steve Tenjunan has made a couple fast break layups thanks to teams passing for easy points. We got another break coming up before the next segment of our halftime. In just 3 days, you can take part in Jingle Braves, the Friday night matchup between the Braves and these Kings. The new Taipei Kings on perhaps their busiest week of the season. They will be playing 3 games in a 7-day, 6-day span, really. Or is it 7 days? Anyways, Byron Mullen leads them in scoring with 11 points, followed by Quincy Davis's 9. Austin Day with 8. Joseph Lin, 6 points, and Steve Tanjunan, 5 points. Couple fast break layups and a free throw to get into that point. So with a busy schedule, the Kings are actually rotated in 11 players so far in the first half. Meanwhile, on the Steelers side, Harrison with the 17 points, Tank with 10. Lansofu, 7 points. He had that early made 3. Jerry, 4 points, and Femi Olujobi, those 4 points all coming in the same possession. Kings have a 2-2 road record of all the 500-plus teams. They're the only one with a negative road rating of -5.1. They'll want to improve that. We'll see how the rest of the game goes after this. In just about a minute, the second half will get underway. It's 54 to the Kings, 48 to the Steelers. There you see on the left in the headband, Tom Bolway. We've not seen much of him on the game. In fact, he is one of only 2 players so far on DNP.
Goals can be the same as the first quarter. Make them call the first timeout, run for layups, grab rebounds, get out and go. We got some great layups in transition late. Continue to do that. Go for
Both
layups.
teams
Here we go.
perhaps dealing with a man down from their rotation heading into the second half of aforementioned Olujovi with the ankle turn, and Quincy Davis, there you see on screen, he's got a piece of tape and the ice pack going. So far they've found their rhythm as the Kings 54 points, well on their way to more than the century mark. Their points per game is the biggest difference in the Plus League from wins and losses. 103 in their victories, 83.7 in their losses, a 19.3 point difference. There's Zumbo roaming the baseline. He's in the game for the first time. Has to jump out on the shooter as Day leaves it short. Eventually, Harrison pulls it down. There's Tank on the pick and roll. Jerry floats it and off the mark. A lot of these should be makeable shots for both teams. Do not show me the layup percentage right now. It would not be satisfactory. Ball to the Steelers as Tank pops free for two. It rolls out. Looking for Mullins, this time on the left block this time. Harrison pokes it away from Amigo. Starting lineup for the Kings once again, and for the Steelers, Zomboy's in for Sean Zoishang. Day now puts it up, but bouncing out. And if I'm correct, we have no scores in 3 possessions so far in the second half. Long possession for Harrison, gives it up to Tank, who swipes through the middle and misses with the left hand. Pretty good move there by Tank, but all game he's lacked that finishing as Joseph Lin shows him how it's done. Gets our scoring started in the second half, 8 total points. Poked away, Day gets a steal on Harrison. Takes an awkward fall there. Leaving it up to Mullins, the two-handed slam. Making easy work out of that possession. And just like that, the Kings have their 10-point lead. Choppy footwork by Weber, and then he throws it off the basket support. There we see the nice pick, and then Day knowing what to do with it. Kyle driving left and passing out of it. Going to the basket. Joseph Lin open for 3, flushes it. And a quick timeout by the Steelers as there's a strong run by the Kings to start the third quarter. We have these messages for you coming up as Plus League Tuesday Night Basketball continues on.
好，这是 Hockey Cam， 好，镜头拍到你们2位了，大家互相拥抱一下，谢谢这一对好姐妹来到现场。好，这位朋友跟旁边的朋友互相拥抱一下，感谢你来到现场为我们一起直播钢铁人加油打气。3好朋友来到现场加油。好，拍到你们了，来宝宝拍到你的，拥抱一下，拥抱一下。这是我们 让女神雅典娜的经纪人，最美丽的经纪人，看到你们的这3位朋友来拥抱一下，总共4位，可以，大家不要客气，在冷冷的天呢，大家取暖一下，就是你们 ，OK， 找到你们了，拥抱一下，非常的好，阿曼，一个起立，
Ama's back on the video board. Part of the hug cam here with the Steelers home game. Encourage all teams to do it, giving everybody a chance to feel some love, platonically or romantically. Let's see how the Steelers can reverse a 7-0 start by the Kings. They're bringing in Chen. Ooh, scores his first bucket back in the Plus League off the Harrison miss. They're looking for Mullins. Got deep positioning, but has to retreat out. Kind of been a theme that we've heard a lot. Import players like playing with Tank. They like bringing him in the screen and roll game. Nice pass by Day. Joseph Lin, no good with the runner. And yet another one of those makeable floaters that both teams have struggled with. Jerry doing the Steve Nash as Tank fakes up Mullins. Has to pass into space. 3 seconds left. Harrison pulls up. Off the backboard? No. Look out at collision over here. Thankfully, no one's sitting in the baseline front row seats. Harrison was indeed the last guy to touch it, though. I'm sure he's arguing that Day ran into him. Nico attacking on the catch. Over to Mullins. One-handed push shot, in and out. Did everything but get the finish. Okay, airballing it from 3. And so much for you complimenting the Steelers rotation. They've not made any other subs besides Sun Siyao. Boy trying to body Amigo as he finds Dave for the lay-in. Just when you think you have something covered up, a little bit of off-ball movement gives the Kings their scoring opportunity. Jerry doing the round the world, pushes it up there, and another air ball. He throws it right to Mullins as Joseph Lin gets to do the cone drill, flipping it to Day, and all they can do is foul. Trying to plead with the referee. I don't think she's the one that called it. You see Tank getting frozen there, providing a little help. Called by the lead official there. Harrison's 4th foul. They're going to keep him in the game. Making the first. Day's played 2 games in the Plus League. About 32 minutes played, 18 points, 8 rebounds. Makes a couple. Now a 15-point lead. Kind of a delayed backcourt call. Now the Steelers switch to a zone defense. Kyle attacking the space. Curiously enough, that was a shot clock violation. It felt quick, but the Kings were not all that prepared. Quickly down the floor, Weber forgoes the shot. Back to Captain Lou. Needs to be a lot more decisive with these handoffs. Step back, Captain Lou. No good. Deep shot from Day, and it's his first 3 of the game. To number 11's relief. Harrison fakes out one, but gets stuffed. He'll pull it out. Having made one, not another. Kind of a relief foul for Swinsliao there. As Quincy Davis is about to check in. Along with Xiaoming. Swinsliao, teammates in fact with Quincy Davis, puts the spin move and somehow scoops it in. A little bit momentum. The crowd trying to give the Steelers some energy. Kyle from deep, easy make. And so much for that. Lee Kai-in with 5 points. Averaging 9.4 on the season. Swin doubled and coughs it up. More running opportunities for the Kings as Day gets basically tackled by Captain Lou. Might have the wind knocked out of him. Jamarcus will come in. Swinsliao showing a little bit more, but still clearly not executing really well on the fundamentals. Curl play for JJ in his favorite left corner. It's going to be a long rebound to Captain Lou. Trying to go down on the break and able to score. The defense falling asleep on him. Nice read as Day flips it to Kyle. Almost to Reggie, but it's a scramble. Only Kings in the vicinity. Jamarcus finally getting a handle on it, but Quincy Davis lays it in for 2 and the foul. Good toughness play. Welcome back, Q. So you think you're making some progress. Tank, the only guy in the paint eventually. JJ with a bad miss. Day had a chance at it. Jamarcus looking for some help. Long time for the staff member to towel off the hardwood. There's Q's line, 7 points per game on the season. He's a 71% free throw shooter this year, which is an improvement. Previously in his Plus League career, only 1 game with 0 points, but this year, that's already happened 3 times. But once again, they could probably let him ease his way into it. Backdoor, Little Lou getting the foul and almost a bucket. Looks like it's gonna be on James. So the team has 3 James. We need to get a little bit more creative. General manager James, translator and assistant coach James, and their Big Sushi James. And Little Lou continuing to struggle at the free throw line. One for 2 trip. Marcus got his hand on it, and he'll get Steve to travel on the play. Little Lou slicing through the middle, out to Jamarcus. More drive and kick. As Rainbow Hall's turnaround jumper bounces out. He'll try to go to the basket and this time finds the mark. Rainbow Hall probably having his best career Plus League game so far. Teams rotate around, but Steve with a close miss. Nobody touches it, so it'll be Steelers ball. A little bit of a run for the Steelers as the Kings call timeout. They'll head to the bench, still with a 17-point lead. Beanball Hall's best game was only 4 points.
They go zone.
Back on the Steelers' home opener.
Let's go shirt. JJ, James, Q, 2-9. Actual flip sides. JJ, James.
On this game, already surpassing that number, 4 points coming from the free throw line into the last bucket.
JJ, you run through. Reverse to James, reverse to Q. Joe, you run through. Q,
10 Steelers have scored so far in the game, but they have not done a good job stopping the Kings from scoring. We already have 4 players in double digits and 10 players scoring themselves.
Keep attacking, looking for layups. Defensive end. Switch 1 through 4. Be on the glass. Get out and run. Get out and run. Get some easy ones. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Stay in it. Stay in it. Here we go. Together on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Opponents in the SBL, Quincy Davis and Captain Lou having a little laugh before giving the referees some mean looks. Little going to the basket, leaving it for Tang. Somehow hangs on as Lee tries a dunk attempt, but it's no good. Oh, you certainly have a lot of energy now. Odd-looking zone here by the Steelers. We're kind of in a scramble. JJ, Steve trying to go to the bucket. No. There's Marcus on the run. You know he'll Euro. Captain from the death corner. And Limo, another acrobatic, but miss. And a foul reaching in. Steelers, of course, trying to plead for a charge there. Again, outside the restricted area, you got a hand on the rim. I heard another whistle. Looks like Captain Lou wants to get teed up right now. Keeping the basketball away for the referees. We need to see the replay again on that one. That's one of those trying to blindside an offensive player and try to get the foul. Well, Captain Lou was mostly in place, but that turn of the shoulder does make it from a legal defensive play to a dangerous defensive play. JJ missed. Q with the easy putback. Now Quincy Davis is going to get teed up. Well, so much for having the little laugh they had with each other. Byron Mullins is ready to check in the game. Well, we know what Quincy Davis said. I didn't see it applied on that last possession exactly. Quincy Davis now with 4 personal. Only got 100 seconds left in the third quarter. Little making this adjustment now. Oh, with possession again. Little kicks it. Or it's an inaccurate pass to Tank in the corner. Here you see Jerry on the bench. Seen very little action as he would lead the Steelers and does lead the Steelers in minutes played. Joseph Lynn left a lot of room. Might get another chance. Hook pass, Jamarcus takes it away. No one to beat, he gets the left-handed jam. They're still down big, but at least a little bit of momentum. As Joseph Lynn with a quick answer. Jamarcus trying to go again. Pass batted away, Joseph Lynn. Was the last to touch, but they say it was on Little Lou. Not much of an argument from the guards of the Steelers. Forcing it up, Weber with the rebound. Pass-off will clears, and too strong of a pass. It'll go out of bounds. Need to deliver it a little bit softer, or Pass-off will needs to get some stronger hands. Mullins left alone. He'll try. That'll be the end of the third quarter. Just a 12-point quarter for the Steelers. They find themselves down big heading into the final frame. We'll be back after this.
再次掌声送给我们的钢铁女神雅典娜。那她来当圣诞老公公的，她手上有长裤哦。我们在如果来到前面，我们小朋友呢可以开来来说，很感谢今天呢我们所有钢铁女神们来到现场，好，我们手一起来加油。
For the weekend, the Dreamers present 圣诞梦想圣诞季认真很可以 and the Pilots have Christmas 圣诞大战 and I hope you all been really good for this. Jamarcus fouled on the drive as the basketball will awkwardly fall behind us. A little extra breakage in the Atkins. Aaron Harrison is back in for the Steelers, and it's Byron Mullins for the Kings. Right back to Jamarcus, left with space. He'll give it up. Tank's pass batted into the hands of Mullins. Quick touchdown pass to JJ. We're definitely learning that Tank is not a good passer out of the post. Much better high post passer than low post passer. Back to Tank, he'll fire away and hit. Well, that's one way to get it back. Of course, the Steelers are going to stick with this zone defense. Mullins, nice outlet to JJ, who flushes it. JJ now with 10 points on the game as uncontested pass goes out of bounds. James in the middle. They swing it around. JJ from 45, another one. 2 in a row for number 10. Harrison getting to the hoop, putting on rim, but it's the Kings who are going down on the break. JJ kind of surprises himself there. Jerry finally gets a touch. Back to Tank, his 3 is in. The only one keeping the Steelers, even with a prayer. Tank has got 16 points. 5 of 8 3-point shooting is good, but he's also missed all of his layups. To the basket, Byron Mullins with the acrobatics. Attacking the one spot in the zone that everyone falls asleep on, the dunker spot. Holding foul by Steve. Trying to apply a lot of pressure to Harrison. Nice look and excellent delivery by Joseph Lin. He's only got a PER of 12. League average is supposed to be 15, but Joseph Lin, as mentioned, really critical to the Kings. Tank tries to drive, but has that one stripped. It looks like the ball will stay on this side. Lingle Hall will come in for Jamarcus, who's shown a little bit more confidence and a lot more composure out on the floor compared to previous games. Running low on time, it's Harrison's 3, no. Byron Mullins trying to drive on Lansalfu. Jerry drops the basketball, and Byron Mullins didn't get the last one. Slips the ball. Trying to argue that he put it on rim, and I didn't think traveling is a reviewable call here. You can't really goaltend yourself, so we've already learned that now. No, the net is not part of the rim, as it looks like Steve is trying to get himself subbed out. Commits another foul. You see Jerry just flat out losing the handle, thinking there's illegal contact. But 1-2, the dunk, you can't come down with it. Trying to argue with the ref that it touched the rim. But Byron Mullins, if that's it for his night, got 15 points and 11 rebounds. Backdoor, Linbo Hall stopped at the rim. That number 13, Yang Xingzi, is his first stint in the game, I believe. The perimeter foul, Jerry, too rough with JJ. More solo substitutions for the Kings. Omar also came in previously, number 25. Out of Tsinghua University, but did not get to play hardly with the Kings till further minutes in the garbage time variety. It looks like Coach Murray received his first technical in the Plus League. Decent effort by Omar, but we'll go the other way. One takeaway for both teams is both teams shot the 3-ball poorly as Kyle goes down, leaving Lee Bo-hao with a backdoor layup. Posting up Salfu, but the double comes. He throws it right to Jerry. Little 2-on-1 as Lee Bo-hao just lays it in for 2. 2 straight buckets, and Coach Marchand wants to talk it over on the Kings side. Game, but back with the rest of 7 minutes left in this one. It's the Lioneers and the Kings who host home games over New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, coming in 2023 with the Plus League. I did not get to call the Steelers' victory over the Kings. What seems like a long time ago now, but I have called now 3 consecutive weekends where they will eventually seemingly take the L. They kind of get JJ with a classic Taiwanese travel call. And for his transgressions, he will be subbed out for Xiao Li. Backdoor, and Harrison was just running the motions. Tank will be given the turnover. On the Mandarin side, they're talking about coaches and front offices getting to play their young guys. For the Steelers, of course, somewhat out of necessity. Jerry's their 2nd overall pick from last year and the Rookie of the Year. Xiao Li crosses up Lee Bo-hao, but blows the layup. Well, so much for that mood as Harrison bumps away one and draws the foul as the Mandarin broadcasters get a touch of the basketball. Xiao Hu better not get his technical holding on to too long. Ning Jingbang, number 19, who committed. Only his 2nd personal, but not to fret. $18 points for Aaron Harrison. 11 of those coming in the very first quarter on that hot 4-for-6 start. But since then, a little bit of foul trouble and a little bit more targeted defense plan. Ning Jingbang. Perfect with that mid-range shot. We've seen the Braves and the Pilots recently do. I wonder if the Kings want to try as well. Get all 13 players on the scoreboard. Deep shot and a deep make. All they have left is Yang Xinzi and Omar. Omar's the only one of the two on the floor as air ball bouncing off of Tank's foot. Getting a little bit of a love tap and a hug from Harrison. Now, if you're a big man, that's just bound to happen once in a while. You don't want it to happen too often, of course. Missing dunks, though? Well, maybe a little bit more rare. Day pressured by Lansalfu. He'll be called for the 5 seconds. Kind of just running low on energy right now. Well, they did save Day from a foul. Pokes it out of bounds. Both referees hit Day with a technical foul, though I think accounting-wise, he's only going to get 1 for that extra shoulder bump to Lansalfu. I think he needs to double-check the scoreboard. Kind of argue that he was fouled by Lansalfu when he was in possession in the corner, but he is 7 feet tall with long arms, and he could probably pass out of it if he worked just a little harder. Steelers with another chance. Strip. 6 seconds left. Jerry offers for 3 and nails the deep one. So they're down by 15. Let's see if they can force the Kings to bring back their regulars, bring back their starters. They only have Day and Kyle in there. Clean catch of Xiaoli goes to the bucket. And they say out of bounds off of the Kings. Trying to save Xiaoli from a turnover. No, they're just going to sub Joseph Lin in for Kyle. Again, you got to be wary of everybody's playtime and fatigue levels. The Kings have 2 more games after this one this week. Lansalfu blows by Day for 2. Out of it. Joseph Lin working with Omar. Over to Xiaoli. His shot is up. Long rebound to the Steelers. They're a little bit slow to get out and run. Let's see what they do in the half break. Jerry once again going up. No. Omar in the right place for the board. Put 2-on-1. Not to the favor of the referees. Quickly the other way, it's Jerry. This time he got it. Now a timeout by the Kings. As the Steelers got high fives going and are at least making a game out of it. They're down by 10, 3:46 left. Funny enough, now only the Steelers have full timeouts left out. First it was Harrison with an occasional bucket, then it was their franchise player, Jerry, sandwiching this Lansalfu layup. He did have a monster performance last year against the Dreamers. For a career high 30 points. On the quarter, they are 5 for 7. And if seats on the bench are any indicator, Amigo looks like he's about ready to come in.
72 with Amigo, okay? Let's stay in that act. Hey, we'll stay in 72 or delay. 72 or delay, okay? Hey, let's finish. Together on 3. 1, 2, 3.
You gotta start doing the math in your head. If the Kings are held under 100 points, the Steelers still have something of a shot left in the game. For the Steelers, it's Jerry, Ling Bo-hao, Lansofu, Harrison, and Tank. No Olu Joby since the first quarter. They double Joe. He passes out of it. Backdoor. Ling Jingbang gets the reverse layup. Good execution by the Kings. Tank backdoor to Jerry. Easy counter. Coach Marchand wants his defenders to press up, but with Byron Mullins pulled away from the hoop. Ling Jingbang takes a shot, bumps Jerry out of the way, and it's an offensive foul. Maybe a tough one to take, but Jerry's now kind of taking inventory there on the floor. Gotta watch out he doesn't get called for a delay of game. See, that's the spot that Tank is the strongest at, from the high post. Ling Jingbang's only his third foul. The Steelers are in the bonus, so it should be encouraged for them to go to the hoop when it's opportune. Screen and rescreen. Ling Bo-hao going to the rim, getting a lot of air. Mullins was out of the way. They call a foul eventually on the rebound. So free throws coming up. This is, the Steelers can catch their breath, get some points on the board. Nothing there. Kind of Byron Mullins, just a little oopsie-daisy trip, but Ling Jingbang all he could resort to was foul with two Steelers underneath there. The Ling Bo-hao will go to the line after they eventually clean up the floor. It's been a perfect 4 for 4 on the game. Stays perfect. What a miss. Harrison, Ling Bo-hao. He retreats it out. Jerry gets to Joseph Lin the foul. Again, might be tough to take for Joseph Lin and the Kings, but momentum is not on their side. Now it's Jerry's turn at the line. He's not so fortunate. Back to his first trip to the line tonight. 12 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Does make the adjustment. 8-point game. Joseph Lin taking their time. Steelers switching everything now. keep Tank on Mullins. The shot is errant, going out of bounds. Less than 2.5 minutes left. Poked away, Ling Jingbang, one man to beat, spins and finishes. That might be the dagger. Just like that, one mistake could kill all the momentum if you're the team trying to make it back into the game. And as well as that lineup has worked for Coach Murray and the Steelers, you know there's a lot of fatigue.
Listen, Tank, man, just go down there and set it and go, man. You got 5 fouls. You got to attack the rim. Come on, don't get the ball up. Okay, right now, Lou, you get here. Tank, you get here. Aaron, right here. We're gonna go. You guys pop up. We'll go elbow right here. Elbow, like an elbow. Okay. You guys cut. Do all. Tank, go set it for Aaron. Get him right there. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Steelers on 3. 1, 2, 3. Steelers.
So in 1 minute and 40 seconds since the Kings timeout, the Steelers have not been able to close the gap. Well, at least the Steelers make it a little bit more festive here. The Athena, Kaohsiung Athena taking out the seats in front of us. Captain Lou subbed in. Now the Kings feature zone defense. Jerry can't get the through pass off of Steve's face. Entering that. Not exactly his fault. Steelers trying to drop a inbounds play. And the ball will go out of bounds on the pass. Joseph Lin and Captain Lou tangled up there. Yep, it's one of those. Both guys kind of were playing illegally, so the ref lets it go and ends up being a turnover on the Steelers. Amigo getting some room, stripped by Harrison. Captain trying to beat Joseph Lin, it's a foul. Well, 90 seconds left, these free throws and a lot more successful defense and offense for the Steelers needed to get back into this one. The Captain Lou only averaging 4 points a game on the season. Major cold spells shooting from the outside, tries to bank it in. That's not what I expected. To give him some bit of credit, he was a 16 points per game scorer last year, as Migo and the King staff having a word on the sideline. Looks like Amigo's got blood going on. The Kings might be forced to make a substitution. So to their credit and relief, they have Kyle. So a solid ball handler and pretty good free throw shooter. As Captain Lou indeed tried to bank it in. This time a 1-for-2 trip. Ling Jingbang driving through. Now the Kings will play keep away. to Flynn. To Lin Jingbang to Kyle. Through the middle, tough shot. It's gonna be an air ball. Harrison bring it down the floor. A lot of defensive attention. He pulls up for three. No. Byron Mullins, the 7-footer, secure the rebound. Well, I might have spoke a little too soon. The Steelers have a strong stretch down in the fourth quarter, but a little bit too little too late. Foul on the sidelines, only the second team foul. Steelers bench trying to have their guys gamble a little bit more, but Lee Hall just playing sound defense. Over to Mullins, he'll try it from three. Steve is right there for the putback. I don't know, all that's left there is for the Steelers to put together a few more good possessions as Byron Mullins says, get it out of here. He is leading the team in points, rebounds, minutes played, and of course, block shots. Harrison commits the foul in transition, and Century now has taken a bunch of awkward shots in the game. Harrison with 22 points and 5 personal fouls as the Kings will dribble out the clock and come away with a victory. They'll head up to Taipei on that Friday night game, and then they're in Taichung to finish off their week. Now assuming the #1 spot in the Plus League standings. Well, the Steelers will have a few days off before heading to Taichung themselves to take on the Dreamers. They started off the game strong. Olujobi giving them the early lead. Harrison, the hot shooting to start things off. The energy and the momentum in their favor, but the Kings playing just a little smarter, a little bit more disciplined. They'll come away with a victory, albeit one that had some frustrations in the middle and in the process of things. The Steelers see the second and third quarter only a combined 25 points. That's not halftime, but that is an important stretch of the game where they kind of let the game go while the Kings scored 51 themselves. It's JJ on the interview. Asked about his hot shooting.
教练团一直给我很大的信心啊，就叫我上去的工作就是很简单，就是做好你的投篮工作就好，还有防守。对。
JJ saying, my job is to play team defense and shoot when I'm open. Now asked about the adjustments he made from last season to this season.
就是我觉得。一开始我觉得教练就是让我就是比较在第2节上场时间上去，然后就是叫我先从防守或者是一些篮板开始做起，然后渐渐的热起来的话，然后就是好好就是去做你的投篮工作。对。Kenny。对啊。
JJ sharing the second quarter is his start. So,
就是我觉得我们的就是稳定性还不够，就是稍微有点松懈了。然后，但他们就是也是很想赢，所以积极的去做攻防，所以导致我们后面还要把主力球员换上来，然后才就是结束这场比赛。对。
JJ saying the coaches definitely have something to say to them, as the starters had to come in to finish the game.
是需要大家每个球员的力量。
Asked about the 3 games in 1 week, he says everybody is going to be needed and everyone needs to contribute. Well, thanks to JJ, we'll go to one last break before wrapping things up from Fengshan Stadium. Wrapping up things from the home of the Steelers, where they fell to the new Taipei Kings, who avoided 2 straight losses, which is a stated goal of Coach Marchand and the team. They'll take their team and operation over to Taipei Gymnasium, where the Braves are currently on a 2-game winning streak, the last 2 coming both at home. Well, the Steelers end up on the game with 22 turnovers. That is definitely a glaring spot on their score sheet, especially because a lot of the times there were unforced errors. But meanwhile, on the King side of things, the stated goal was to get everybody involved, and no player had less than 2 minutes of action. And you should expect that, especially with 3 games in a week, which is the most that any teams would have to kind of power through in the Plus League's 3rd-year season schedule. They had 4 players scoring double digits and was able to score pretty decently efficiency from 2-point range, and a lot of those for the Kings came on the fast break. No matter if it was uncontested layups or it was delivering it to Day or Mullins for their advantages down that side of the floor. And that's how they were able to take the game. Neither side shot that well from 3, but that's how it goes sometimes. So on behalf of Xiaohu, Mark, the 6 teams in our league and league operations, I'm Ryan Chen. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one, and happy holidays.